Hi guys, video number 1. The first thing I want to go over is political parties, functions of political parties. What the heck does that even mean when I say what's a function of political party? What is the function of anything? Why does something happen? What are the causes for it? Well, political parties do have functions. There's a reason why we have Democrats and Republicans and those parties in the middle. The first function of a political party is to recruit and nominate. What does that mean? In class one day I told you guys, I want you to recruit someone to run for president. And you started listing off names of kids who you think would be a good representative of your class. That's recruiting. You're picking someone who you believe would be the best. The next step is educate the electorate. How do you educate anyone? How do I educate you guys? I teach you about certain issues. This might be you going around the neighborhood, educating your neighbors on certain campaign issues, wearing signs, putting posters in your front yards. You're letting the public know why you or your candidate is running. So, recruit the person, and now you're going to educate the people, which is going to lead you to step 3, helping that candidate win. Unfortunately, what's really the only way you can win that we learned about, you gotta have money. So the biggest one is you need money to win. So you are going to try to link up with super PACs and PACs to start funneling millions of dollars your way. You could have fundraisers, you could have donations, whatever, but the biggest one is you need money. You need volunteers. Why do you need volunteers? They need to start calling around people, trying to get your word out. Commercials, radio, advertisements, Instagram, Facebook, you name it, you need to be there. And the last one is monitor office holders. What does it mean to monitor someone? Well, think about during the cafeteria. Mr. Frischkorn and Miss Kelso and us 8th grade teachers, we have to monitor you guys. Office holders have to do the same exact thing. You are holding those people accountable. So let's go over all 4 of them again. There are 4 functions of political parties. Since we're talking about political parties, what are the 2 major political parties? You have Democrats on the left, Republicans on the right. Democrats are represented by the donkey, Republicans are represented by the elephants. We currently have an executive who is Republican, Donald Trump. Obama was Democrat for the donkey. When we were looking at this past election, it was Trump versus Clinton. So they had to recruit the people. The Republicans recruited Donald Trump along with other candidates, and the Democrats recruited Hillary Clinton along with other candidates. On the campaign trail, their next issue after recruiting is educating the electorate. We all looked at the commercials of Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. We heard their ads on the radio. We saw all their tweets and Facebook ads. That is how we, the people, learn about their issues and what they're running for. The next step, it comes down to us people. Step 3, we need to help those candidates win. And how do we do that? Yes, money, they want our money, but we can also volunteer and call people. We could watch their commercials and spread their word. And now we go to the last one, monitor your action holders. This is where Trump is holding Congress and the Supreme Court accountable. We also have to hold him accountable. Since we're talking about political parties, I want you to go back in your notes and look at your political spectrum. Democrats are also known as liberal, left, they're blue. Republicans are right, conservative, red. When you're thinking about different issues, liberals are more known as free thinking, left wing, very open-minded. They're going to believe in big government. The government should protect you no matter what. So they're going to be very hands-on, such as welfare, helping people who are in poverty, free health care. But they're not worried about is our taxes. So they're okay if our taxes go up. You look at the conservative, they're considered smaller thinking, more government hands-off, more based on individual thinking. So they're very much focused on the individual. Why should my taxes help him out when I'm working hard for my own money? All these issues go down to abortion, gay marriage, death penalty, gun control, you name it, there's a side. Many of you, though, are going to be in the middle, which is moderate, and this is where 80% of the United States falls. Moderate, 80%, that is a huge majority. Not a lot of us are extreme left or extreme right. But there are similarities between Trump and Clinton, Republican and Democrat. So what does it mean when there's similarities between political parties? First major similarity. What do both teams want to do in the Super Bowl? What do both teams want to do in the World Series? They want to win. So the first major similarity is they want to win. 2, influence public policy. Public policy is just a fancy word for laws. Obviously, if they want to win, they want to be the ones signing off on those laws. 3, they both reflect their own viewpoints. And this one's a little different, but obviously, a Democrat is going to reflect a Democrat point of view. A Republican is going to reflect a Republican point of view. And the last one is, in order for anyone to win an election, they have to be focused on moderates. Why? Go back to that 80%. That's where most of them lie. So what are some of the major differences between political parties? Well, the biggest one, you can't just say their ideas. There has to be a formal place where all of their ideas are, and their formal ideas are found in their political platform. This is all their party ideas, beliefs, opinions on everything. You can look up Donald Trump's political platform online. You could have looked up Hillary Clinton's, and this is everything that they're going to have. And also, how they go about it in the media. We saw some commercials where they both attacked each other, and we saw commercials where they were rooting for the underdog. Now, after Democrat and Republican, those are not your only options in elections. We do have third parties. We have never had a third party candidate win. And it's probably because they cannot get that 80% majority. So the main purpose of third parties is that they're bringing new ideas to our political spectrum. One of the biggest third-party ideals for the Green Party was legalizing marijuana. That kind of idea was so out there until a third party brought it up. And then what happens when a third party, when the small guy brings up an idea, those two bigger parties are going to eat it up and claim it as their own. So the 80%, the majority of people, are really only going to see that idea as either being a Democrat or Republican point of view. They're never going to see it as a third party point of view. So what's the point of a third party? Introduce new ideas is the biggest one. This is what your SOL is probably going to ask. The point of this video is we're focusing on your political parties, functions of political parties, and the political spectrum. I hope this helps.